Hi, Placeholder Gaming here. I know it's been forever since I've uploaded. I haven't really been focused too much on that. I figured just for fun I'll do a brief tour of my Minecraft world. Just loaded it up. My computer's a bit of a potato, so it might take a few moments to fully render my surroundings so it'll run smoothly. This is just a basic tour. I'm a noob in Minecraft, so nothing here is going to be expert level by any means. I think my farm alone is indicative enough of that. So yeah, these are my cows. I have a librarian in there, so I need the books to sell to get pigs for my new butcher in my village. This is my crops. Again, very indicative of a noob. They're all just the 9x9 grid with a single hole of water in them. Put planks around the edge just so all my crops wouldn't fall into the water and I can quickly run through. This was an experiment just to see if slabs would still let water hit all the tiles, and yes, it did. Haven't gotten around to replanting those crops yet. A villager got out of the village. Huh. Oh well. So this is my completely noob and disorganized survival area. I play this world both survival and creative. There's my chickens. Yeah, there's a reason I have so many chickens. It's largely so I can get a whole bunch of raw chicken and feathers all at once. And for now, I don't need to worry too much about food. I'm kind of drowning in it. Carrots are specifically for my villagers and now my pigs that I have some. That's just to keep them reproducing. So, yeah, nothing too special, just a bunch of disorganized chests. This one here started off as a slightly more important object chest, but clearly, yeah, became just as disorganized as everything else. Now for the village. This is largely done creative, and there are two structures in here that aren't my design, so credit goes to them. I forget who I got them from, so I'll do my best to remember and credit them in the description of this video. Yeah, this is just a basic, nothing too fancy. You can tell all my structures are still stuck in the noob cube shapes. But I've slowly but surely been increasing it. This was largely all done in creative. It's nice figuring out how those worked. Item signs made it a bit easier to remember which. I brought in some chickens just to give the village a bit more life. Here's the butcher area with their cattle. That iron golem's been in there for days. I haven't bothered getting it out. Same with that one. Honestly, don't know if mobs attack cattle, but for the most part, there's nothing going to be spawning in this area. It's a fairly well-lit area. This is my fisherman's area. Barrel is sideways. Oh well. Figured I'd give it a little bit of a watering hole just to put that there because the fisher villager got stuck. and was just swimming basically like this for hours on end, just trying to get out. Couldn't figure out to raise its altitude just a bit. So I've been meaning to put signs for some of the names. This is going to be Fletcher Sons and Sons Fine Archery Equipment. That's the only real pun I have going right now. This village started off here with 5 villagers just for their jobs. Masons and Sons Fine Stone Masonry. All unoriginal puns. Okay, so this here is my first alone structure using a non-cubed. Turned out meh. Oh yeah, you'll hear zombies. There's a cave system directly beneath this village. I haven't bothered exploring and or making so nothing spawns under, but there's no way for them to get up, so I'm thinking of making a catacombs, like a way down. This structure I got off of, I forget the website, but this is not a structure I designed. Now I did decorate the inside. This is sort of where I'm planning on the catacombs going from. Probably gonna dig down here, make a hallway, and then go down. This area here was the first extension. Built those houses because I think, if my understanding of how villagers need to spawn is, they need houses with doors and beds. The more doors and beds, the better. So I just kind of mass-produced generic brick dystopian houses. Mind you, dystopian house styles are often just gray stone. Well, this house is safe. You got an iron golem watching over them. It's also a bit creepy. It's nice. I'm glad to see that they are using them and that they've spread out. This castle here is from a YouTuber. I again forget the YouTuber. I will be adding them into the description to give credit where credit's due. I only watched and built up to the actual frame of it. I haven't done any of the texturing or the decorating on the inside. So, yeah. This was the first big structure I've done in multiple years of playing Minecraft. I haven't really bothered learning new building techniques or anything. For now, the campfires are placeholders until I get better design lights setups. Yeah. Glad to see someone's using it. One of my farmers. Literally one. See, again, all creative. I have no idea how to actually get zombie or skeleton heads. Figured hanging a few from the pillars up there on chains would look good, but they just kind of float there. So that looks weird. I'll figure that out later. See, again, nothing too fancy. Oh, was that a zombie kid? Is there an actual zombie kid in the village? Oh well, there's a bunch of iron golems. This was the first house for them. And I added the extension here. Just to... I was planning on keeping this walled off. Actually, you know what? I've been alternating between creative and survival, just to get a better view of what I'm talking about. You'll see lines of demarcation. I was planning on keeping it walled off and just have that hallway be their entrance. But I decided to kind of have it more open source after a point. Or, not open source. Open flow? Yeah, I'm just going to call it open flow. So, yeah. This took a while. The video also wasn't self-explanatory of how to put the campfires out for this part. So I first used a water bucket until I saw like a water splash bottle, which I think I still have in a chest here. Yeah, a splash water bottle. Let's really do something about that chest eventually. Yeah, this was just a short... The villagers are spreading. That's okay, if I remember correctly, I have seen an iron golem out here somewhere. Few have spawned outside of the wall now, so... I cleared all of this out again in all creative. But in terms of the leveling of the villagers and the economy, everything's been done in survival. I haven't put in anything. I found the chicken, put the chickens in here. Started with 2. That's what that's come down to. Same with the... Yeah. You can't eat carrots, zombie. Don't you try. Now this area here is scary. I haven't explored it too much, but I think there's a spawner in here. Like right near my main farm. Because in normal mode, they just pour out of here, and I haven't explored enough to find a spawner, if there even is. There's also random grass block dirts. I did not put them there, and that's not the only one. Yeah, this is a decent enough cave once I get around to clearing it. I think I heard... Oh, there's another few dirt blocks with grass on them. I haven't done too much mining in this world. A little exploring. Also, for all I know, this is just normal amount of mobs in a cave. But I am dreading when I have to go through clearing out all these guys. Yeah. So this is the cave I plan on exploring and clearing later. Now you'll notice I have these giant pillars just scattered about. Those are because I'm trying to keep my inventory basically all survival for actual exploring. I have a cleric, so I have some redstone, and I think I have a legit compass. But since I didn't have a compass at first, I just build these every few hundred blocks or so. I don't bother counting the distance. This might show it. I don't really know how to read that all yet. In fact, it only took me about today to get this to show out. But yeah, this is my swamp. I plan on using it as a slime farm. Planning on having a road or a tracks connecting there and there. But tracks, since it's going to be survival, that's going to take a while to get the iron needed. Yeah, I built something there to do something. Forget what that was. This pillar is actually marking also a generated nether portal. Yeah. So that one's going to be fun, though. I'm going to have to block it off. I don't have sponges to clear out the water. So I'll have to build a wall, fill it with dirt, and empty it out to clear it out. I might do that all around and actually fill it with glass and have a nice little water hallway into the nether portal. Don't know why water, because from what I've gathered, you can't actually bring water with you into the nether. Yep, this is why it's a slime area, because I know there's slimes forming here. And this pillar here is just to mark the beginning of an ocean. I don't have any major plans for the ocean, as the village I'm building in creative expands, can I plan on having it just expand indefinitely as I start experimenting with new blueprint builds, etc., etc. It's going to keep expanding, so I might convert this into a shipyard. Maybe put a few more fishermen. I think there's cod around here. Or at least there should be. Which is helpful because I'm too lazy to keep destroying every fisherman job I've gotten is just doing cod. I have destroyed the barrel and rebuilt it plenty of times, and they're just buying and selling cod. I'm on a river. So salmon. So basically I've only bought one cod bucket. And I think I have one little hole with a single cod swimming around in it. Oh, I think I'm lost. Nope, I'm good. Yeah, my computer's a potato, so that's why it takes forever for things to load in. Like, I'm playing on a 7-year-old, like a 6 or 7-year-old Republic of Gamers Asus gaming laptop from. So yeah, I can't even update the RAM or GPU. I don't know computer terminology anyway. So, yeah, this here, I am planning. You can see I've kind of built a bridge here. I am planning something out here, but it's much further out. I'm planning an obelisk monument around here. Don't know why. I just kind of am. Wish it was a desert, because deserts are more what you think of when you think of an obelisk. Oh yeah, now I remember. It was this hill here. I like the natural shape of it. So rounding it off a bit and putting a monument, which I'm thinking is going to be the obelisk. I think that would just look quite nice. But that's just me. I also vaguely think this was a gravel area. Yeah. I also did it to get a bunch of gravel. Because I have Fletchers in my village. And one of their perks is I can turn gravel into flint. And while it's not going to be profitable to sell it to the toolsmith, I think it is, that buys flint, it will still help level them up and get emeralds that I need. Nah, it wouldn't be profitable for emeralds. It'll help level up toolsmiths and new toolsmiths as the village expands and whatnot. Sort of seeing the economy here. This chapel, or whatever, it's where the cleric is. And for some reason the clerics are more alchemists than anything in this game, so this is the alchemy hut. But I had a snowman on here because I was planning up here. I think there's still some remnant of what I was planning on doing. No, it's all disassembled. But basically I was planning on a 50 by 50 snowman cube. And then on top just keep building up a big snowman. I'm trying to keep this kid-friendly first time recording in a while, so if I swear, I don't care, it's not monetized, so. Oh yeah, this. I know this is very disorganized, it's been a while, I'm just doing a quick tour video. But this here is going to be, I found it very cool on the same blueprint site as I found the longhouse there, of a fantasy monument, which is basically kind of like a giant temple at the bottom, but then a giant sword. I think it's a 51 block height. And I figured that would be amazing looking out over my village. I was going to build a statue, but I couldn't really find one that was aesthetically fitting. For another world I have, there's an Anubis statue and an Isis statue, which would look quite nice. And when I say Isis, I'm talking about the Egyptian goddess Isis and not the bad ones. Again, there goes kid-friendly possible monetization, but who cares? I'm not monetizing. This, I had started to level this off. I wanted that actually all cleared out to continue my sugarcane. If anyone has a good, efficient sugarcane farming method, that would be nice. Thinking of extending it out here to this river. That would also help. I use sugarcane for two purposes. One, for their actual farming, getting the sugar and the paper, which is good because I have pumpkins. I actually have a fair amount of pumpkin pies, but I have a lot of food I need to go through before pumpkin pies become necessary. And I can't really sell cooked food. That's one downside. I had extended the cattle farm here. It looks bad, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, nothing too fancy. Definitely nothing to write home about. There are much more impressive builds, but I'm only just now getting into the detailed, learning how those kind of... Like this, if I recall, was like a stair, a slab, a stair, a slab. And I hadn't thought of doing that. This is outside facing stairs. That's another detailing thing I hadn't thought about. So I'm trying to build from blueprints and other designs and tutorial videos to kind of learn. This one's using the things I've learned. Slightly better detailed window. Trapdoor for that. But you can also see the difference. This was an early cube noob build. This, getting there. For a first attempt, I'm happy with it. I still need a way to get up to the upstairs level. Oh, I think I did. I think I put a ladder down there. No, the ladder was in this structure. Because this has a nice... As part of the original build, I put the lanterns in and that wasn't part of it. But it has a nice... Just put in a staircase. Yeah, there's some actual crafting in this video. Yeah, this thing has a nice little balcony. And I kind of want to detail it a bit more. I've been planning on making this my village house. Figure castle for the person running the world. This is a single player. There's not going to be anyone in unless I open it to LAN. But I don't have friends that come over to play Minecraft over LAN, so that's never going to come up. But yeah, I like this longhouse. It also taught me a few other techniques I hadn't thought about, like placeholder blocks to get a slab, to get just a little bit of a thing there. Yeah, this is reaching 30 minutes now. Just rambling and exploring. But yeah. This is what I've pulled off so far in my world. This is probably a grand total of 10, 15 in-game hours of actual work. And I don't know about other players, but I'm the type of player that just kinda does nothing for several hours while playing. I do a lot of farming. If I had to say I'm any type of Minecraft style player, I'm definitely the farmer. I just collect a bunch of resources, hoard them, and just do nothing with them. And I'm pretty sure I have given my dad nightmares from my chicken coop. Because my room's right next to his, so hearing my chicken farm in the middle of the night probably doesn't sound too warm and cozy. Especially when I go around killing them. I have a way of killing them. It's how I consider the most efficient. I'll open that gate, hold a seed, and just stand here in this little opening. There's so many chickens that'll come through, they actually crush each other. And the frame rate's so bad around my chickens, I couldn't actually fly. Yeah. Wait until it gets to the pig and my sheep. I do have sheep. I built them there. There was early plans that kind of fell through. I might continue working on it, expand the wall. I'll actually add some layering, because right now all the villages on one single plane. Looks kind of boring, and I do plan on adding some actual levels or different planes. So I'm thinking the sheep farm will be it, and I might put another butcher. Like I have 2 butchers right now, and I could be wrong, but are master villagers able to take on apprentices even if there's not another job block? Because I'm pretty sure I have a 3rd farmer, but I only have 3 barrels. And I'm not talking about the fisher who has a hat that looks very similar. There's 2 farmers there. This is just for people. Yep, I think I saw one tucked behind these houses here. Yeah, there's a 3rd farmer. And it's an expert, so... And I do know I have a master farmer. So are masters in this game able to take on apprentices even with a single job block? Yep, this is my master. And this is whatever job I've risen up to. So I have 2 experts and a master farmer. If I rise another to master, will I end up with a 4th farmer? That's the final question of this video. Do masters of job levels take on apprentice using the same job block? Anyways, I don't know how to properly end videos, so I'm just going to end it by basically saying what I said in the older videos. This has been Placeholder Gaming. Be excellent to each other. Oh yeah, I shouldn't throw eggs in creative mode because I can just keep throwing infinite eggs. So I'm just going to dispose of that right now. And that's that. So yeah, thank you for watching. This has been Placeholder Gaming. Have a great day and be excellent to each other.